Hi there! So my name is Emily. I'm the creator of this website, and instead of a more traditional about page where I just kind of write about myself, I thought I'd make this more personal and talk to the camera. So I am a master's student, and this project is the culmination of my master's program. The reason I chose to do a project like this instead of a traditional thesis was because I wanted something that I could use one day when I hopefully end up teaching high school, as is my goal, that I could present to my students as a way to kind of help them understand the importance of literary analysis and why we ask them to dig deeper into books than just at the surface level. And I chose Allusions specifically because I realize how much cultural power they can have and how that's a really rich place to begin investigating not just your own society and what you know and what your own society deems as worthy of you to know, but other cultures and time periods as well. As I discuss in the series of the Phantom of the Opera videos that you can get by going to the Allusions page, Allusions really are this rich kind of cultural database of knowledge and information that writers and creators can draw upon in order to get meaning across to their readers or the players or the users in a way that is much more consistent and concise than trying to elaborate the point. And that is really the power of Allusions, and it's what can help make a text timeless, as well as timing a text. A lot of the allusions, for example, to pop culture that the genie makes in Disney's Aladdin kind of go over our heads now. I know it went over my head, and I was born in 1995, the movie came out in 1991. Like, it can go over your head, but the genie himself is still amusing, so like, it serves less, those allusions serve less as a, oh, I get that reference to, oh, Genie has knowledge of things that happened in like the 1990s and the 1980s. That's weird. This is supposed to be 1300s, 1400s Middle East. Like, that's what allusions can end up becoming when you no longer have the reference for it. And even that is a reasonable place to start academic inquiry. And so the whole idea behind this website and the various sample allusions that I have, as well as the different kind of writing activities and or prompts that I offer on this website, pretty much serve that regard. It's there to get you, the user, to think more about allusions and why we use allusions as a literary device, and what more can they mean than just, oh, Alexander Hamilton is being called Icarus by Angelica because he's overambitious and it's going to end up being his downfall. Like, why would we be using Icarus in this story, in this context? What is Lin-Manuel Miranda assuming of his audience, that he would use Icarus instead of some other more culturally relevant person to be a sign of ambition? Like, these are the questions that you can get into when you start delving into an allusion, which is why even if you don't get the reference, you can still have fun trying to figure out why it's there to begin with. And that is legitimate academic criticism and theory, and you should dive into it. The sample allusions that I have on here are a mixture of things that I know that I wanted to talk about and gush about, like Phantom of the Opera and Zootopia. There are allusions that have been brought to me, like the Let's Enhance sequence for Blade Runner. There are allusions that everybody just seems to have to deal with at some point, like a bunch of school activities are centered around We Didn't Start the Fire, so that's a really good example. To just ones that I think are relevant and interesting and important to talk about, especially given the current cultural context of 2019, 2018, when I've been working on and completing this project. Completing, I say, as if it's ever finished, but there are allusions everywhere. This website will never completely be finished, but what's up here is polished and ready to go for you to interact with at your leisure. So whether you're playing the intro game or the upgraded version of the game that's on the composition page, or just enjoying reading about some of the sample allusion analyses that I have and the different texts that are involved, like Danny Phantom and the Hunchback of Notre Dame, I hope you enjoy this website, and I hope you learn something from it. Even if you walk away just saying, hey, that was cool, I'm not really going to spend any time investigating illusions because I don't care. At least now when you come to one, you can ask yourself, hey, I wonder why this is here. And think about that, even if you don't want to put in the effort to analyze it yourself. Which is fine. Some people don't have time for that. I understand. But I still think it's fun and it's worth it. And it could reveal a lot that you never knew you never knew. So, have fun.